Alright, fishy folks, welcome back to my auto water change system build, episode number 3. Here is my container. It's the inside of a bucket truck, and it's made out of insulated plastic for electricity. Holds about 210 gallons, 209 gallons. I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I did have it filled all the way up outside. I had a pretty severe bleach water solution in it. Clean anything up. That is not dirt. I think it's just stains on the bottom, and all this stuff is also just scuffs and whatever, what have you. I'm currently building a wooden frame because when I had it filled up, it did distort the size, the shape, and I'm going to try to see if I can't stop that from happening. It just barely fits. In fact, it doesn't really fit. I really should move my humidifier, my dehumidifier, but I'm not going to do that just yet. This rack is up against that 2x4, which holds a outlet for the house sump pump, and then obviously you have the dehumidifier over there. That's obviously I want to keep in this room to keep the heat in. And dehumidify this part of the basement. There is some air leaks over here, which I have to address, I think, but temperature 77 right now. There's no heat on in the house. It's just from that little oil-filled heater over there. So, you know, 77 over there, right near the heater, 80, almost 80.1. So the plan for today is to get the frame built, get this in place, and perhaps start plumbing the fills for the tanks. I think what I'm gonna do, I have 3 solenoids, but eventually it's gonna be 4 zones. So these 2 tanks are gonna be on one zone, but I think, and I kind of have to figure out how to do this. I have those 3 tanks on the end that I wasn't able to figure out how to, without drilling through a joist, which I don't want to do, how to plumb around that heating vent. I tried twice. It's tight up there. It's hard to work. Like I said, there's no real work room. Hold on, I see a tank that's not bubbling, which means no filtration. Oh, that's why. How's that, guys? Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. That's better. Alright. So anyway, this plumbing up around here, that's the drain line, but plumbing the fill line, I couldn't figure out how to do it. You could see I had it cut and I was trying and I couldn't get the measurements right. So I thought about going under, but I think what I may do is use this middle zone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Somehow, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I'm gonna use this bottom zone because there's no tanks on this side, right? There's only those 2 tanks over there. I can easily tap into here, just cut it over here, you know, make it come up, and then do these 3 tanks over here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have to drill those tanks, get sponges set up in them, so that's, you know, that's for future plans. I do want to get the top zone done. That's my plan. That's what I like to do, is get the top zone and the middle zone done. I don't know that that's actually going to happen this weekend, but that's what my plan is, so I'll check back in later. Alright, fishy folks, we've run into a little bit of a snafu. This is the manifold I built, and that section right there with the ball valve upside down is going to be for the new, damn it, the new auto water change system for the grow out tanks, the fry tanks on that rack. I'm having a problem here, guys, sorry. So what happens when you don't clean off your workbench, you just push stuff out of the way. Yeah, anywho, so I wanted to just cap that off because I didn't want to waste the ball valve. But in all my planning, I didn't buy enough caps, 3/4 inch caps, in my extra PVC part box. The only cap I have is this one. I was like, oh great, I got a cap, except it's got holes drilled in it because I used it as a filter, to hold a filter, to hold a sponge. So that's not good. But let me show you what I do here. So I take some Teflon tape, wrap it around the threads, these things have a flow on them. You can see right there, the arrow. So then I screw that in tight this way. Then I prime and glue and cement and then glue together just like that. And this way I know my valves are, you know, facing up and facing the right way, and I don't have to worry about, you know, turning the valve a little bit to get it tight so it doesn't leak from here. So this is going to go up in the ceiling. I'm going to mount it with straps that I found somewhere, which of course I can't find them in this disaster of a workbench now. So I'm just going to strap them up there and then start plumbing. I am missing also a piece, a female hose thread for here. So I really can't plumb my pump. I don't care if any store is open today. I am not going. So I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. I was just checking my water out of the tap. That's what it looks like out of the tap. The middle one is what I'm concerned about. The one in between the brown and the green. This one is chlorine. Doesn't look like I have any chlorine out of the tap. I contacted my local township and they said, we don't use chloramines, we use chlorine. So theoretically I should be okay. My design for the wood brace, I cut the wood too short. It didn't work. So I'm going to fill it up to this much. I may get a strap actually and try to keep it in shape with a strap. If that doesn't work and keeping it this low isn't enough water for my system, I will have to pull it out and make a wood brace for it. What else did I want to show you? I think that's it for now. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright fishy folks, we got some work done. We've got the box wired. These are not really tight, they're just neater. They go up there, up along there to where my solenoids are mounted. I have to figure two more things out. So the water is going to go into the manifold there, go through the solenoids for the rack behind me here. I think go through the ball valve for this rack, or I may put a solenoid on the end and use that ball valve just as water, you know, to fill tanks or what have you. I'm not really sure. That's it for now though guys, have a great day. Alright fishy folks, been working for about an hour this morning in the fish room. Yesterday we got that glued in. That's the main pipe going up to the manifold. You can see it's a little too high, but I left it that way purposely in case I need to modify anything. I do have a couple inches of play. I got two valves plumbed, although that second valve, let's see, that one right there, I'm not sure that's not gonna leak. I had a problem getting it in. I had to re-glue it. Doesn't look like it's in all the way. My personal opinion is it's gonna leak, but the glue had already dried enough where I couldn't pull it out, so we're gonna give it a try. Maybe tonight if I get home. I don't want to let all the glue dry enough. I've used this water to refill some tanks, so I'm testing the purity, I guess, of it. I don't know. Put water in this tank, waited a while, nothing happened. Then I filled up some fry tanks, specifically the tank with Solo in it. Also, my my wiggler tank over here, which, I mean, we have wigglers. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch that aren't wiggling yet either, or that are just never gonna wiggle. But let's see what we got behind the magic. So the connections as I planned. Zone 1 is here. Will flow into here. Then I have to flow up and over. I'm hoping that I'm gonna have enough pressure for that. And then this one will flow, zone 2 will flow down and then into this level. And then obviously zone 3 will flow. For now, the plan is to flow. Hi, Luke. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, hold on one second, kiddo. For now, the plan is to put it into here, but I may end up going up there first. All right, I gotta go check on Luke. See ya. Auto water change system fail. Not really my fail, but a brand new solenoid is leaking. Water on the floor, water on my head as I walked by. It appears that it's coming from the actual electric solenoid here. That's pretty much as tight as I can get it by hand. Any tighter and I would assume, focus, thank you. Any tighter and I assume I would strip that plastic out. So we're not gonna do that. And actually, this is the one that's on. This is just trying to hold pressure and it's leaking. This one is also holding pressure and it's not leaking. So when I'm done running this cycle, actually, I'm probably gonna cut it short. I'll drain out these pipes. And you know what sucks? I gotta cut this out. I gotta cut it and untwist it. So that's the auto water change fail for now. Alright, fishy folks, we have some progress, as you can see by my hand. So we replaced this solenoid. We haven't tested it yet because the glue's drying. You can see the coupler here. I also completed this circuit. So we cut the cap that was here, put in a coupler, put in this PVC pipe that goes all the way over there. You can see it's a little cattywampus. I also kind of screwed up. I wonder if this is schedule 80 PVC, but it's much thinner walled. I'm trying to show you with one hand. See, let's just look at this. See the two PVCs? It's much lighter, it's much thinner walled. Thinner walled? It has a much thinner wall. Yeah, that's probably right. It's a little harder to cut because it squishes. It's not solid. But you can see I sort of messed up when I put these offset, I thought I had them planned out perfect. This one obviously should have been off more to the side because it's the one farthest to the right over there. Here's the rest of that PVC. 3/4 PVC, schedule 21. Okay, SDR, that's probably not scheduled, I don't know. Anyway, it's thinner. But it works with the same couplers, works with the same glue. You can see I had to do some fancy angle cutting here. No, I just bent it and it, you know, bent. All right, kids, I'm gonna go watch the Manchester United West Ham match. So I'm done for now in the fish room. Have a great day.